Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Kakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Rome, stormed well, and to the Akim and Akwath, throughout the four corners of the earth, enduring the bitterness of this gospel, as well as the sweet parts of this gospel in sincerity and truth in these last days and times. Yep, so this Edomites, man, they're beginning to see the madness of the super elite, alright? They're beginning to see the concerted effort, right? They're seeing the organized attack against the family structure, alright? So, everything is coming full circle. Now they see the reason behind all the crime that Jake is committing, because they see it now. They see the hands of the elite in manipulating the dynamics of a household, destabilization of a household. They see the the results of feminism, and now they see it now. They see it clearly now. Everything is coming full circle. So they're upset, and they know what's going on now. That's why that's why they're pushing back. They're upset. So they know that these corporations, how you say it, they're an extension of that attack against the family structure. And hey, it just shows you that their kingdom is falling apart. And whatever Esau is gonna use these super elites, to have their agenda come to the forefront, they're gonna do it. Whether it's to create more crime, create more food scarcity, create inflation, mess up the so-called process of having representation in government. They will do whatever it takes, pump drugs into the communities. They will do it, you know. So this lesson is just going to focus on the efforts of this wicked elite man to destroy the family structure, and they have to go through the school system to attack the minds of the children. They have to undermine the efforts of the families to stay together. All right. So I'm gonna read a quick precept from the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 26. It says, "In the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Shah Ba'ashim Kakadash, is a strong confidence, right? In the fear of the Lord Yahweh is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge." All right, Disneyland is not a place of refuge for the children of the Lord. It's a place of false reality, a false foundation. All right, a place people go to escape the realities of what life. An amusement park. All right, just like the Apostle Bar mentions, amusement. That's exactly what the elites want families to be concerned about. They don't want families to be concerned about the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord Yahweh Shai. They want people to be inclined, or how you say, they want people to be leaning towards entertainment. They want more people to be high on drugs. They want people to be cheap laborers for the system, all right, so they could stay in power. So it's not a surprise that these Edomites are speaking out, all right, whether that's on the news media, in front of journalists, or their local school board meetings, all right. So it's getting ugly, and you expect it to get uglier more, all right, because these elites are desperate to have to hold on to power, and they will do whatever they can to destabilize the foundation whether it's of the family or of the neighborhood or of a country or a whole continent or the whole world. They will do whatever it takes. And our people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, just need to trust in the Lord. All right. So, as children of the Lord, you just got to have faith in the Lord and stop worrying about pleasing the flesh. All right. So I read Proverbs chapter 14 and 26 again. In the fear of the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Avshai, Bashim Kakadash is strong confidence. All right. So the faith in the Lord will motivate you to reverence Him. All right. And His children shall have a place of refuge. So if you have faith in the Lord, you're going to have a place of refuge, a place of protection, which is this law, statutes, and commandments, all right, to escape this land of confusion, okay? So you just have to trust in the Lord, man, because this world is just a death trap, all right? So you read the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, all right? It shows you what happens when our people try to escape reality. They try to get away from the seriousness of the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, and they end up being victims of their own devices. That's why the Lord brings judgment upon them. All right, when the Lord provides a place of refuge, and they step outside that, they become bug outs. They become agents of self-destruction. That's why the Lord brings judgment upon our people. Since they don't want to get right, as well help them speed up the process of getting rid of themselves. So the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 1 says, "The word of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Avshai Bashim Kakadash came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths, they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword, and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth." So that's a prophecy, and that's also a parable. When the book of Revelation talks about their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city. So our people just walking zombies, man. They look alive, but they're not really alive. And that's exactly what Disney does to our people, man. Gives them a false sense of belonging, a false sense of reality. And the elites are using that opportunity to corrupt the whole world. So they will do whatever it takes, whether it's media production, movie production, cartoons, and all that stuff. A lot of people are upset that their children are not getting the proper education that they deserve, and the days of proper educations are over. Right? The elites are desperate, to close up shop. All right, because they want to extend their rulership, so they're gonna do whatever they can. And let me just go ahead and play this video real quick.
We've been going to Disney for a long time, and we're tired of the extreme changes that they seem to think are pleasing everyone, when if they actually spoke to the people in the park, they'd find out they're not. When our annual passes expired in February, we did not renew them because of our displeasure with the way Disney has gone overall, not just on that particular issue, but on all their wokeness.
I feel Disney should take a stand. I mean, the visitors that arrive at Disney World and the other parks come from all over the world, and they bring what I would imagine is very supportive view to a modern approach to LGBT.
I think they need to stay out of politics.
Well, it is Disney's constitutional right of being in this wonderful country. If they believe their thoughts that that bill should be repealed, that's their belief and that's their rights.
He's right on. We need to protect our kindergartners and first graders and second graders. They don't need to hear that stuff.
DeSantis to me sounds like a bully, and bullies have to be stood up to.
I am a retired teacher, and I agree that that is not the kind of thing they should be focusing on in K through 3.
My belief is, and I'm a parent myself, is that it is the parents' jobs to teach their children on the society of the norms and of the norms of their household.
Yep. So I'm gonna read this precept real quick. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 11. It says, "There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." So folks are no longer interested in all this amusement park agenda anymore, man. People are looking at their bills, they're looking at their mortgages, they're looking at can they afford to put food in the fridge? Are they able to afford medication for their children? Pay for their prescriptions and all that stuff. So that's just a shift in mindset that the Most High is taking away that mindset of amusement from Babylon, because the shop is closed, the curtain is about to be pulled on this place. All right. So the important precept I need to really bring out, is from the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6. It says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Okay, and that's exactly what the Lord expects of the elect, his servants, the prophet, to be firmly rooted in this world. All right, that when the pressure from all these corporations and all these governments, comes bearing down our doors, that we're able to withstand it, and that's the sentiment of these parents. They're concerned that their society is just going down a slippery slope, all right, that the children are not getting the information or the education they need to develop themselves, but they're being inundated, they're being attacked and pressured into all this alphabet madness, all right? So it's going to create a lot of tension. In fact, it's already creating a lot of tension, all right? And the elites are not going to stop, all right? They're going to keep looking for trickery and tactics and little backdoor, strategies to undermine the structure of a household, all right? So the nuclear family is basically in extinction mode, man. That's how it's being looked at in these days. And the Lord is just showing us, man, what the elites are about to do, what they want to do. So by them destroying the family, the household, they have another generation of peons they could use to further their agenda.
I don't believe that that is a state employee or federal employee's job to teach that to our children or to anyone else.
These days, worldwide, the whole LGBT situation is just accepted and embraced. It doesn't need negativity, around it.
Everything he's doing is protecting families and protecting the people in the state, and I just love everything he's doing.
There's a lot more important topics those kids could be learning. And I think they need to be given a chance to develop themselves.
Yep. So the Edomites are divided, man. So when these Amalekites are just pushing their hands, into the households, and the kingdom of Esau is divided, what do you expect? It has to fall. They're pushing the alphabet agenda, and some people don't want it, and they see the whole plan. They see the roadmap towards the NWO. What do you think? It's gonna create a lot of tensions. All right. So end of the day, man, the Lord will just have to get rid of Esau's power structure, because at a time of righteousness to flourish on the earth is just around the corner. So this is just a symptom of Esau's kingdom about to go down, because they have to be exposed before they get taken down. So that's why the Lord always says, "Whatever is done in darkness shall come to light, and after that, judgment." Okay. So the book of Sirach, chapter 30, verse 1 says this: "He that loveth his son causeth him often to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end." All right. And that's exactly what this gospel is about. It's about making our nation of Israel, correct our children, especially the sons, to be on point concerning integrity, obeying the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay, and is that clear? So when you know the risks of not holding firm onto the words of the Lord, you're gonna be serious about protecting your household, because once that hedge is no longer there, that's chaos. That's why there's so much chaos in Babylon, especially in our communities. All right. So it's necessary that our people repent. Okay. The verse 2 says, "He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance." So that's what the Lord expects, man. The Lord wants our people to have peace, and peace comes with correction. You have to correct what is wrong. You have to fix, what is lacking. You have to clean up what needs to be cleaned up. So our minds, it's like the field where the seeds of righteousness need to be planted. Not to be concerned about Esau's world, Esau's agenda, that we chasing after every day and night. That's why we got to protect ourselves, just like the Lord Yahweh says, we need to protect our minds to our diligence, because out of it proceeds the issues of life. Okay, so you got an enemy trying to sow seeds in our mind, and the Lord is trying to sow His seed, so it will have a proper production, proper results, you know. So that's the struggle. Okay. So verse 3 says, "He that teacheth his son driveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him." Yeah, so that's why, brothers, you just gotta be serious about keeping your household, you know, uh, familiar with the words of the Lord. Okay, it's gonna be rough, it's gonna be tough, but you still gotta do what you need to do, because you gotta preach the word in season and out of season, when it's convenient for you and when it's not convenient, because it's our duty as men of the Lord. The whole duty of man is to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. Okay, and then verse 4 says, "Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he hath left one behind him that is like himself." All right. So that's exactly what the Lord expects: continuity, consistency. You got to be productive, you got to be proactive when it comes to holding on to the words of the Lord. All right. Verse 5 says, while he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful. Yeah, so that's what the word of the Lord does, man. It doesn't bring you sorrow when you're on the right path. It's about, keeping you focused on the end goal, which is righteousness, salvation. You can't have salvation without righteousness. Remember that. So you have to build on that, man. Faith, righteousness, and salvation. Okay? And then verse 6 says, he left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness of his friends. So that's the balance. You have to purge out the negative vibrations of this world. That you could have a flourishing, flourishing family. That's protected. That has that hedge. That has that tawar that the Lord Yahushua, is concerned about. So that's the point there, Akim. You don't want to get your family all enticed and trapped up in the webs of Babylon, man, the webs of Disney, because children want to want to have a good time and smile and have a wonderful experience, memories and all that, pictures and all that stuff. But you gotta be careful, man. You gotta take this seriously because the, the 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 plan of the elites is very dangerous around this. It's Edomites see it, and that's why they're upset. So, Barataza, hope you've been edified, and the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua will give you that strong mind based on faith to have a serious hedge of protection for your families in these last days and times. Shalom.